Getting ready to print a vase. "14-hour print, almost 15 hours. System's just kind of heating up right now. Using silk PLA rainbow. See how well it turns out. Okay, I'm ready to adjust the Z-axis. We'll see how it lays its initial part down here. Looks pretty decent, nicely flattened. I usually start the first layer pretty slow just to get it laid down good. Looks pretty good. Okay, more later. Well, here it is. This is the first few layers. This is layer number 14. It's got the bottom laid, and we're at 3% of the print job. 8 hours, 11 minutes to go. Been printing for 21 minutes. I'm running 175% speed boost on it right now. I could probably run faster, but I'm a little nervous to do that. But I'm running the Silk Rainbow PLA. Got 49% in the cabinet here. This is my custom cabinet. This will automatically, a fan will turn on if it gets too warm in here. I usually keep the door closed. It's probably 60 degrees, 65 degrees in the shop right now. So, more layer. A status update here. Really pretty. We are at 7 hours and 4 minutes remaining. 23% printed. I hope I have enough filament. I have pretty low there. I hope we have enough to do it. Otherwise, I may have to change the color and kind of be an ugly vase. Good morning. Yesterday, I 3D printed a vase. Had a YouTube subscriber who asked what is my settings for my large format 3D printer, my Creality printer. So I was going to show you my setup. I've got this nice cabinet here. It's got a fan, pulls air in if the temperature in the box gets too hot, and it pulls it out up here. And so here we're going to open up the cabinet. And this printed last night. It finished, and I shut it off. Or it automatically shut off. But so here's the vase. Here's my my camera that monitors. I should have this set up higher so I could for larger prints. I have a UPS over here with some LED lights. Here's my sawn-off fan that watches the temperature in the box, and it kicks on this. This is a sawn-off controller with a 30 amp relay inside, and this kicks this fan on to keep the box cool. And right now it's 53% humidity in here, 64 degrees. My shop is kind of cool this morning, and that's why I have this box. I keep the dust out. I have a camera here up here that I can also monitor remotely to see how the print's doing. And I darn near run out of 3D filament. Not much left here of it's silk, PLA silk filament. So this is, I have not touched this vase yet since it's printed. I'm going to set this camera down. So here is, that's the little strip that prints at the beginning. So here, oh, look at there. So this that's what I like about this PEI plate. Everything comes off so nice after it cools down. During the process of printing, you can't pull this up without a lot of force because of the way the PEI works. But as soon as the PEI cools down, it does release itself and releases the plastic. So here's the vase. Not bad. Let me get my glasses on so I can really inspect it close. Yeah, really nice. I ended up shutting off the power interruption mode to where if the power failure, because if the power fails, the printer will remember where it was at. The problem with that is every time it goes while it's running, it writes, it pauses and writes, and that millisecond of a pause causes little drip looks, little globule looks on the surface. So I learned to just shut that off. I do have a little defect in here. I don't know what's going on there. It looks like maybe some debris, but I don't know what that is. But anyway, overall, I'm very pleased with this thing. And what this video is going to entail is not only how this printed, then at the end of this video, I'm going to show all the settings. Now, this is a Creality CR-M4 large format printer. Then I'm using a Sonic pad for it. And so there's the Sonic pad. And again, got my UPS. And so I don't worry about power failure, and that's why I shut off that mode too, because I'm running a good size UPS. This is a Triplite UPS. I think it's a 1500 watt. And then also we have an automatic standby generator that will take over. So that's the good news. I'm using a Microswiss M3101 Flowtech hot end. So I've converted the hot end on this from stock to Microswiss. And what I like about it is, and I'm running a 0.8 nozzle, but I can change, they're quick change nozzles. So I can change, like this one here is a 1 millimeter nozzle, and here is a 0.4 nozzle. So I'm able to change it out. But I like 0.8, it works real well. I might do some experimenting and see how well things work with the 1 millimeter nozzle as well. But I'll be honest with you, I'm a winter Texan. I spent 6 months in Texas, came back, turned this thing on, and the bed leveling was all done last year. And I went ahead and did a little test. Everything was perfect. I didn't have to adjust anything, and it just was plug and play. So I'm very pleased with that. I'm getting the sufficient squish. You'll see that on some of the other videos as I show it on how well it's starting out on that bed, because having that initial squish of the filament of the plastic when it gets extruded is real important, that you hold the part down. If you don't get a good squish where it spreads it, and my settings, I even have it to where it puts a little bit more flow in that first layer. So it's good, it's something to be aware of. 200% size vase, I call it 200% vase, and this is going to be like a 14-15 hour print, and I'm using Prusa Slicer version 2.8, and I've had a request to show the settings. This is my Sonic pad. It's displaying my my operation and what the X and Y's and Z's are and everything, and I'm running 150% speed. Now it's just getting that first layer done, but I'll go ahead and show you the settings. That was the request to show the settings. So here, I'll just kind of pause here. I got using 0.24 millimeter layer height, and I've just got myself a generic silk PLA, and I've got a 0.8 millimeter nozzle on the Sonic pad. No supports, 0% infill because I'm using vase mode. All right, so let's go to print settings. So yeah, there's the what she looks like. Okay, and obviously it does a one layer at a time in its vase mode. It just goes right around and does the next layer. So here's the print settings. I'm just gonna, you can pause the video if you want during this process. By the way, there's spiral vase is checked. That's the biggie. Skirt and brim. Support material. Basically, I'm not running any support material. There's my speeds, which I need to work on my speeds. That I'm running too slow on things. Advanced. Output options. Any notes? None. No dependencies. Okay, go to filaments. Start at the filament. I just throw a generic color in there, standard filament. There's my temperatures I'm running at. Cooling. Okay. Advanced. Filament overrides, pretty well grayed out. No G codes, no notes, pretty much no dependencies. Printers, with general, I got my 470, 450 X and Y and 470 tall. Z offset at 0. One extruder. I run clipper. Here's my G codes. One thing I've learned is I disable power loss recovery because that will put little drips on the part, especially when you're in vase mode. And besides that, I run a UPS and I have an automatic standby generator, so I don't really need power loss concerns. I don't have power loss concerns. That's my G code. Here, the end of the G code. Layer change. Color change G code, which I'm not doing a color change. And then pause print. Machine limits. Extruder, running 0.8 millimeter nozzle. I'm not even sure what this is all about, but I leave things alone. I originally took this G code, all this code, from an Ender 3S S1 Pro and made it into my CR-M4. Pretty much, there's about everything there. Go to the physical printer. There she is. I do have printer limits and firmware retractions that I've created some macros that allows me to make changes on the fly. There's my temperatures and my settings. So yeah, let's see here. It's 2,300 hours. Now this is saying that 9 hours to run. I thought it was more like a 14-hour print. Obviously, I'm wrong. Console. G-code preview. I guess I could bring it in, but I'm not going to. That's just things I printed. There's some time lapse. Oh, that'd be in here. This is system firmware. Okay. Well, that's pretty much it. Hopefully this helps you see the settings that I'm using to create my vase.